Honey,
This toilet has been dirty for a month now. You haven't cleaned it. See your clothes everywhere, scattered. You never wash them. Why now? You can use the washing machine. You won't even be doing too much work. Yet, you decided to leave it there like that. The whole house is smelling. Me, I'm tired though. Eze said to his wife, Chidra. She found peace in sleeping, eating, and pressing her phone from morning to night. She hated anything that requires her to use her strength. Her favorite slogan is, "There is no reward for suffering. I cannot kill myself." Chidera is the most lazy person her husband Eze has ever seen. He didn't see this part of her when they were courting. He blamed himself day and night for marrying her because she gave him nothing but heartache and headache. She was used to only one dress. She wore that dress more than a week. And yes, she found it so difficult to change her undies. Even after her husband shouted and complained, she didn't care. She will say she cannot be wasting her new undies by wearing different ones every day. Her husband was so tired of everything. He has never seen a woman this dirty before in his life. Even his ex was not this dirty. To make love was a problem because down there smelled like crazy. He couldn't take it. What about their kitchen? That's another dustbin. Chidera left plates there for many weeks. She won't wash them. And when her husband complains about it, she would say, oh Bean, can't you do some work in the house? This is the 21st century. Couples do chores together. They do things equally now, okay? Eze never complained. At first, he did the house chores willingly, just to make his new bride happy. But one time, he had to travel for business. He was away for 2 good weeks. And shockingly, when he came back home, the place that they used in eating before he traveled, plus the pots and everything, was still in the sink, unwashed. He was so shocked he couldn't believe his eyes. It was then that he realized that he has just gotten married to a very lazy and dirty person. He felt so hurt and cheated. He started regretting marrying a village lady. Had he known, he would have just gotten married to someone from the city. He was thinking that village ladies are more well-mannered, more well-trained than city ladies. But his wife Chidera proved him wrong. Eze cursed the day he met Chidera. He started wondering because the day he met her, she looked so pretty and she even smelled so nice. Her fragrance was even what led him to talk to her. That very day, he came to the village to see his mother. And on his way back, he saw Chidera walking on the street. He approached her and became friends with her. She told him that she doesn't have a phone, so he had to follow her to her house so he can see her again. Chidera's mother welcomed Eze so well. He was glad. He made his intention known immediately. I like her. I will want her to be mine. I will come back for her. And just like that, he went back to the city. But what Eze didn't know is that Chidera is a very dirty girl, a pig, and she doesn't even care about what anyone says about it. She loves it when they called her a dirty girl. It gave her this sort of joy. It has followed her around ever since she was a little girl. She cried so much, causing a very big scene whenever she was baited. Her mother chased her around just to bait her. To brush her teeth too was a very big issue. She loved wearing one particular clothes. She had other dresses, but she loved wearing one dirty dress. And the villagers quickly recognized her because of the particular dress that she wears around and the offensive smell that follows her around. Once they see her coming like this, they start to shout, "Dera is coming, oh, Dera the dirty pig is coming. She is coming, everybody run." The villagers will excuse her. They avoided her because of her smell. They nicknamed her Dera the dirty girl. Some called her the dirty pig. Some even formed a funny dirty song for her, calling her a dirty girl every day. But still, Chidera didn't care. In fact, she dances to the song, shocking the entire villagers. Men used to admire her at first sight. From seeing her from afar, she used to look so pretty and very attractive. Her shape was on point, even her face card was on point. But then when they get close to her, they run for their dear lives because her odor could kill. And yet, Chidera didn't care. Her mother would beg her, please, my daughter, even if it is once a week, bathe, please, brush your teeth. Even if it is once in a month, but Chidera just doesn't listen to her parents. And her mother can't force her. Because the last time that she tried to force Chidera to bathe, Chidera almost died that day. Prior to her mother forcing her to bathe, she couldn't take the bad odor coming out of Chidera's body. She told her to go and bathe willingly, but Chidera ignored her mother. Her mother couldn't take it because the entire house was smelling so bad. And then she held her and beated her forcefully by pouring water on her. That night, Chidera felt so sick. Her mother was so scared, thinking that she was going to die. It wasn't until a traditionalist warned her mother not to ever force her to bathe again. And so her mother never forced her. The traditionalist healed her, and from that day henceforth, she never forced her to bathe again. She only begged her to bathe. And yet, Chidera doesn't listen to her mother. The only time that she bathes by herself willingly is on her birthdays. She wakes up early, bathes, dresses up, sprays perfume, and then she goes to the village and starts walking round the village, smiling and showing the villagers her new dress. The villagers will say, "Hey, thank God, oh, Chidera has changed." But that's a lie, because she only bathed and dressed up as it is her birthday. And that was when Eze saw her. If he had seen her on any other day aside from her birthday, he would not have approached her. He would have ignored her because of the smell. But that particular day was her birthday and she was dressed so nicely. Her mother was so happy when she saw Eze. She thanked God because she has been worrying as to Chidera's marriage. All of her age mates were already married and some were even with kids. She welcomed Eze happily. Eze promised to keep in touch after he left their house that day. And he did. He kept to his promise. He started sending them gifts. He sent them phones, different dresses, so many gifts to Chidera and her mother. They started using city things. Her mother danced for joy. But she was still very sad because she knows that at some point, Eze will eventually find out about her smell. She would often say to herself, thinking, what if he eventually finds out about her dirtiness? What if he withdraws and doesn't want to get married to her? She would think, lost in thought. And one day, Chidera walked into their house and saw her mother lost in thought. And she said, Mama, Ogini, what is it? Why are you thinking? Her mother didn't reply her. Rather, she started crying so much. And she said, Dera, till when are you going to continue with this bad behavior of yours? God has done it. You found a man like Eze. He likes you, he's in love with you, and he is rich. He has mansions in the city. He has a very good business. He wants to marry you, my dear girl. But I'm afraid that when he finds out about your dirtiness, he's going to leave and never come back. My child, what are we going to do? Even the entire villagers already know that Eze is planning on getting married to you. They know he's your fiancé. So what will happen now? Her mother said, Chidera, I am afraid he's going to leave you alone because of your dirtiness. He's going to leave you, her mother said. Chidera didn't like that her mother was also crying because of her. And so she made a promise, one that she normally wouldn't make. She told her mother that whenever Eze comes to visit, she would make sure that she dresses nice and bathes and brush her teeth. And she kept to her promise. Whenever Eze came, she made sure to go and bathe, brush her teeth, and wear her finest dress so he won't find out about her dirtiness. And that was how Eze did not find out about her dirty behavior till they got married. Because she was always dressed nicely whenever he came around. And fast forward to when they got married and moved to Eze's house in the city, she stopped bathing. She didn't pretend anymore because now she's in her husband's house and she has a feeling that Eze was madly in love with her and he won't send her back to her mother. She stopped pretending even after her mother begged her so much to always bathe when she was leaving. Eze loves her genuinely, but no man can take what she does. He doesn't see the need to even get close to his own wife. Because of the odor, it sends him away the instant he wants to touch her. He has called his mother-in-law on so many occasions to complain about her daughter, but his mother-in-law just begs him to be patient with her. Chidra didn't care about her odor. In fact, she loves it so much. And anytime she wants to get close to her husband, she feels very bad because he ignores her. Not because he doesn't like her, but because of the smell. It's not his intention to avoid her, but he just can't get close to her. It was a turn off for him. And yet, Chidera didn't see any need to change her ways. Since they've been married, they've never consummated their marriage. She was living life the way she wants, until her husband couldn't take it anymore and he decided to hire a maid without telling her. Chidera hated the maid at first sight because she was already judging her based on how their kitchen looked like, so unkempt. And so she told her husband immediately, Obim, I do not want a maid. I don't want any maid to come and start seducing my husband in my house, so please take her out of this house. But still, Eze ignored her, telling her to deal with having to live with the news of a new maid or take up her responsibility and be a good wife. She lied to him. She cried and told him that she will take up her responsibility and she will always look nice from now on. She cleaned the entire house, she washed the toilet, she washed the plates for 2 good days straight. She bathed and sprayed perfume and she was looking very nice. Even the cleaning she did wasn't all that. She didn't clean it well. But saying that she was starting to take up her responsibility, her husband fired the maid he employed. And after the maid was gone, Chidera went back to her old dirty ways. She thought she was smart, and this time it was even worse. Eze could no longer take it anymore. He decided to threaten her with a divorce. He drove her back to the village and left her in her mother's house. And he said, this is the end. I am tired of this marriage. Her mother didn't even talk much. She knew the reason why he brought her back. Chidera kept crying and begging her husband, but he didn't listen to her. He left her there. She cried day and night, calling her husband, but he refused to pick her call. Her mother realized that there is more to a matter than meets the eyes. She visited a pastor and a revelation was sent. Many years ago, when Chidera's mother was pregnant with her, she stood next to a tree under a very hot sun and a goat spirit entered her stomach. And that is why Chidera behaves like a goat. Goats never bathe and they smell a lot. Her mother cried so much and brought her for deliverance. After praying, Chidera was delivered. She became a changed person. She started bathing even before she was told. She took her hygiene seriously, and in no time, her body odor was gone. Her mother called her husband and told him to come, and when he came, everything was well explained to him in details. He embraced his wife. He couldn't believe that his wife could smell that nice. She smelled like vanilla. He also apologized to her and took her back to their house in the city. And well, everything was good again. The end. Thank you so much for watching, besties. Please do not forget to like this video, share to your friends to also come and watch. Please subscribe to this channel and tap on the notification bell so every time I post a video you get to know. Thank you.